Hello. So the tool that I am reviewing today is called KidzSearch. So KidzSearch is basically a safe way for students and for children to browse the internet. So when the search is done on KidzSearch, the results only come up from Google as a strict search result and is not dependent on any other computer, cookie, browser settings. So basically, this website works with Google and it searches through Google, but it only brings up things that are safe for kids to see. So it has a constantly updated list of banned keywords and adult sites and anything like that that kids could get onto, and it blocks any of that. So kids are not able to access any of that information. Everything they can search on this site is safe for them. Accessibility. So this can be used on your computer for free. So if you just type in KidzSearch.com, it comes up with this page. You can also use it on an iPad and with a free app. So for kids who prefer an iPad or tablet, and prefer the touch settings, they have that ability to use this with an iPad as well. Kids can use this in the home and at school. So for kids just browsing the internet at home or doing homework or for homeschooling, or while kids are working at school, they can use this as well. So some other accessibility features, there is visual thumbnails in larger font. So if I search something like Eagles, it pulls up, it kind of looks like Google. As you can see, the font's a little bit larger up here, and it also has a nice picture for every single link that pulls up. And these are all child-safe sites that kids can go to. They're kind of spaced out nice. It's easy for the kids to navigate. Kind of pulls up a little thing over here. It looks like from Wikipedia. So that's really nice. So you can just go click on that to get back to your screen. There also is a voice search option, so a voice to text option for students who maybe are younger and cannot spell, or for students maybe with mobility difficulties. So to do that, you just click on this button, soft coated wheaten. Oh, it missed wheaten when I spoke. However, it's coming up, it's kind of assuming that was what I wanted to say, and it's coming up with the dog. So that's kind of another example of how it kind of spell corrects. So that's a great feature as well. And then when you click back out of it, this is off, so it's not listening to me anymore. So that's great as well. So that's a great accessibility feature. Like I mentioned about the spell correct, so if the kids type something, it's not spelled correctly, it does a great job figuring out what they were trying to search for, just like it did when I was talking. Something else that's nice is these tabs over here have pictures next to them, like I said, for those younger students who can't read. So like the video games has a little controller. This looks like the YouTube logo, which I'm sure a lot of our kids know. Things like images, it's got a camera, so that's really great as an option too. In regards to the content on this tool, basically, like I said, it is for safe internet searches and image searches. And that can be all done through right here. There's also a KidsNet, which is a kids social network, is how they describe that. All kids safe, kid friendly. There's different things on here, different posts, things to read about. They can search over here the different subjects. So that's kind of fun too. There's a kids talk where kids can ask and answer questions. I'm kind of viewing it almost as like Reddit is kind of what I'm thinking it looks like. So there's different topics over here. Kids can do, clubs, fashion, polls, shout outs, things like that. The kids can look and read through and respond to. There's kids videos, so basically they call it KidTube, which is basically YouTube. It pulls up just like YouTube. The kids can search through this, and find all kid appropriate videos. Nothing inappropriate that they will find on here. There's also games, so fun. They can be, academic games or racing games, anything like that. The kids can do. There's an images search that solely looks up pictures. There's fun academic websites, so things like Starfall, and that's right. I have it over here, right here, top sites. So things like Starfall, National Geographic for Kids, all that kind of stuff. So it can take kids to those fun academic websites. There are fun facts. There's a whole section for facts. They also post that right here on the front, random fun facts, which is kind of fun. And those change, I think, every time the page is populated because these look different than the ones I had seen earlier today. So just fun things for the kids to see. There's a news tab and music, so kids can listen to child appropriate on that. So for user friendliness, there's a personalization feature. So as you can see, I personalized mine to have sharks on the background. It says welcome up here. I posted that. To get to those settings to customize this, you can go to settings, and here are your different options. So you can do standard widgets, which is what I have with all the pictures, basic with just the search box in the menu, minimum and with just a search box. You can also change the color of the text. You can change your message. So if I wanted to say like Sam's page to customize what I wanted to say at the top and changing the background. So what I like about this is that this can be customized to the kids' interests to make them more interested if they have like a homework assignment or something they have to do on this page. You see Batman, Spider-Man, Elsa, all these fun things that you can put on the background. It also did say as well at the bottom if you had one that you recommended. Oh, right here. You can send them your idea and they can add that. Since this let us know link right here, which is really cool. For kids where this might be a little overstimulated, because that first page, like, there was a lot going on. So say for kids with autism, who that's a lot of stimulation for, you can change that. So like you can do like this minimum with just the search box. And so if I wanna, let's see, just do a plain color, say do blue, continue, and I think I'm gonna have to go back. Yeah, so that changed my background, but if I want to go back in and change and make it a little bit more basic, change this to Sam's page again, and then I click update, click to continue. It's going to update my settings, and as you can see, it is just the search bar now. All that busyness went away. You can't get into any of the stuff up here. So say you don't want your kid to have access to those certain searches like the KidsNet, you can get rid of that and all they're doing is searching. So that's kind of a nice feature as well. So I'm going to change it back so that I can see my other options as I go through here. Okay. You can navigate up here with this setting. You can navigate at the top and at the side, which is nice. The search bar is right here, always in the middle, easy to find. And the settings are saved from a previous use, which is great as well. Also, for management features, there are more management features, they say, on the app that you can change. They do recommend removing other browser options so your kids can't just exit out of this and just get on Google. So they recommend taking away those other choices, and you can make this your default browser as well, and it tells you how to do that. So for some support materials, there is a help button right here that you can click on, and it provides a keyword search guide. So you can look on different ways to search for things. There's also, it's called Boolify, which teaches you kind of how to search for things. It said adults and kids can use this. So say if I wanted to search for dog, but not cat, and then I save, it shows dog minus cat, and it teaches you how to search like that to get the results you want. So that's pretty cool. I did like that feature to kind of use as a teaching tool. There's also a voice search guide that gives you a little bit of help with the speech to text option as well. So the value of this tool, I really think this is a great tool for safe internet searching for a variety of ages and ability levels for our kids. What I really like too is the safety pledge that's on this main page right here. Says keep safe online by taking the KidzSearch safety pledge, and basically you can go through it with your child or your student. It says I'll never post any personal information about myself without a parent approval. This includes giving away passwords. I'll never sign up for any online service without checking first. I'll tell my parents if anything ever makes me feel comfortable. So all these like great important topics to go over for being safe online. I really think that this tool can really give parents and teachers a sense of ease when their kids or students are searching on the internet. It just, makes them feel better. This also can really help the kids navigate the internet easier and more successfully when they're doing, homework assignments or research or just, navigating on the web. So I hope this was helpful. Check out this site when you can. I think it's a really great site, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.